हेलो बच्चों, तो कैसे हैं आप लोग। तो आज का हमारा टॉपिक हाउ टू डेवलप अ प्रोजेक्ट स्कोप चेकलिस्ट के बारे में है। तो वीडियो स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं। हाउ टू डेवलप अ प्रोजेक्ट स्कोप चेकलिस्ट। हैव यू एवर स्टार्टेड a project only to see it veer widely? Of course. Scope creep might be to blame, and it's common pitfall in most projects, from software development and the marketing to construction's heavy machinery and even public sector initiatives. But there's a solutions. A well-crafted scope management plans can keep your projects on track and save money. This handy checklist outlines the steps to create the perfect project scope statement for any industry. Understand project scope statements. A project scope statement is a formal document that outlines a project boundaries and defines what is that is not included. It ensures the project teams understand its goals, deliverable and constraints. A project scope statement typically contains four key elements: project objectives, specific goals and outcomes the project aims to achieve; deliverables, tangible output that will be produced; scope inclusions and exclusions, specific project task, activities or component that are and aren't included within the project's constraints, limitations or restrictions that may impact the project. Creating a well-defined project scope statement can help prevent scope creep and keep the projects on track. A project scope statement serves these purposes: reduce risk by clearly defining the project's boundaries. It's help to mitigate risk associated with scope creep, cost overrun, and schedule delays. Improves efficiency as you know what crucial right at the beginning. You can allocate resources and manage your budgets better. Keep stakeholders satisfied as everyone agrees up front of the project deliverables. You can minimize conflict and scope creep down the line. Service as a reference point when uncertainties arise or team members change. The project scope statement can be a reliable source of truth. Ensures the project scope statement provides clarity, direction, and control, leading to on time and on budget project completions. How to write a project scope statements with examples. Now that we've seen the project scope statement and why you need one, get into how you can create one for more precise project direction and better teams alignments. Well, also examines how project management tools like ClickUp can support in process, helping team organize tasks, track progress, and collaborate efficiency. Here's a quick summary of the key steps. TLDR checklist for creating a project scope statement. Determine the project purpose, make a resource plan, list out the deliverable, identify project constraints, draft your project scope statement, implement a change control process. Now let's explore this in detail. Figure out your what's and why's. Understanding your project purpose is fundamental to creating a clear and compelling scope statement. And project success, this involves identifying the project objectives, business needs, and desired outcomes. Here are some questions what you can ask yourself. It's stage. Sign up to ClickUp for free and see how it simplifies project scope management and executions. Okay friends, see you on next video. Take care. Bye.